Those novice plates, they've been pretty closely bunched together throughout the weekend. That could be a competitive battle for a trophy here as we get ready to start this grand final. Inskip Clarkson gets a good run on the inside, and Milcharski looks to follow through and does so into second, almost getting out of shape going through turn one there. But they all get around safely. Saw the I thought I saw the 170, but there's no 170 in this race. It must be the 180 of Lewis Holiday. So we've got 874, 173, 172. And so Keelan Keith has moved up a couple of positions. But it is, a spinner. And that there is Dakin around at the left-hander before Luna. That's an unusual place to go off as Milcharski takes the lead in turn one. Moving past Carter and Skip Clarkson, Dorian Malik and Neo Luiso are third and fourth. Not really sure what happened to Dakin there. Can only imagine there must have been contact, because that's a very, very strange place to go off. So here we go, Milcharski, Skip Clarkson, and then third is Dorian Malik. And Malik will want to get by Inskip Clarkson as quickly as he can if he can renew hostilities with Milcharski at all. And hopefully we do get a clean battle this time. Not to say that the previous ones weren't clean, they just didn't finish with the kind of result that we hope for in terms of the two of them being able to fight it out for the win on the track. As Inskip Clarkson looks to the outside, but Milcharski is able to hold the line. Going through turn one, Milcharski a little wide through the left-hander at the exit, but he's okay. Top three beginning to break away a little bit. Luiso in fourth, Keelan Keith in fifth, Lewis Holiday up to sixth. Brilliant stuff from him. Top novice at the moment with Oscar Cole in seventh. Move being made into paddock. That's Eskild Hewitt trying to make away around Xander Hughes. That looks to be a battle for around 10th place. I believe that Hewitt there just couldn't quite get it done as they came away from the infield. You're already back on the Conrad straight with our leaders. Carter and Skip Clarkson looking to get the run. Will he go to the inside? No, backs out as he gets to the end of the straight. Smart move there. You don't need to make anything that's marginal. It's not worth it at this point. And that's a smart driver there in Carter and Skip Clarkson that knows that. Neo Luiso in fourth, continuing to fall back slightly. Keelan Keith in fifth. And still Lewis Holiday, our top novice. And actually, the gap between Holiday and Eddie Mano in eighth, sixth and eighth, this is the top two novices. The gap between them is 2.8 seconds. So if Holiday could just avoid being caught up in a big fight with Oscar Cole, Holiday, you would imagine, is the red-hot favourite to be able to get that trophy. As Inskip Clarkson is back in the lead. You'd imagine that would have been made into turn one. Dorian Malik is right with them. Milcharski takes a bit too much of that inside curve going through the left-hander, but he gets away with it. And they're right together now. Could we see a double move? It's Milcharski up the inside, but well held by Carter and Clarkson. Looking for the switchback move. Malik looks for a move as well. They stay in their positions for now, but they're as close to never get. Almost out of shape there for Milcharski. He was sliding going through the first part there of that rally straight. Now Milcharski on the inside into paddock. Not usually a passing place, but Milcharski makes it stick. And what that's doing is allowing those behind to catch up. Now it'll be Inskip Clarkson looking for the sixth stream as they come back onto the front stretch, the Conrad straight. 7.5 minutes to go. Inskip Clarkson to the inside will take the lead with ease. But what that's allowing to happen is Neo Luiso is being offered the chance to close in, and he was 0.3 of a second faster than the leaders on that previous lap. Inskip Clarkson takes the defensive line going into paddock. And well, he should. He got past there on the previous lap by Milcharski. Now Inskip Clarkson feels the need to go defensive in towards Luna as well. You can throw a blanket over the top three. Let's see how much form it's been able to close in. Milcharski goes to the inside. Will Malik commit or will he just follow Milcharski? He'll follow him. And Inskip Clarkson goes down to third as a result of that decision there by Dorian Malik to follow Milcharski through. Now Malik looking for the run off of the Joey Dunlop corner. Malik to the outside. Milcharski just about holds it through the inside of paddock. And Luiso on the previous lap did just drop back ever so slightly. A 10th off of the ultimate pace. 6 minutes to go. Now it's Malik with the chance to get the slipstream on Milcharski. Inskip Clarkson with a head of speed. Into the lead goes Malik. Milcharski just about holds on the second place. Through the Joey Dunlop pen they come. Dorian Malik back in the lead of a race for the first time since his wheel fell off going into turn one. In that brief final before the red flag. They come through Luna Bend once again. Milcharski glued to the back of Dorian Malik, who chooses to protect the inside. Milcharski's going to try and go around the outside, but tucks in. It's still realistically just a bit too early to be making contentious moves. And of course, what those behind will be hoping for, the likes of Keelan, Keith, Russell Cole, Neil Luiso, Lewis Holiday, what they'll be hoping for is that if something goes wrong up ahead, they'll be in fight for a podium. Less than 5 minutes to go. Inskip Clarkson just beginning to fall back ever so slightly as Malik comes off of Luna Bend once again. He's going to protect the inside yet again. Milcharski will go outside. Here he goes. Not going to happen. Oh, I couldn't tell if that was contact or if Malik just lost the back of the cart. But Malik is able to hold it regardless and keeps the lead going through the valley. Looks like Milcharski is just able to take a slightly tighter line through that double left-hander in the infield. Pulls up to the back of Malik as they approach Luna Bend. I think we're going to see yet another move. Malik has protected the inside for the last couple of laps now. Will he do so again? Not sure he'll have much of a say in it. Milcharski makes the move earlier down the straight this time. They're going to go side by side towards the apex. Milcharski's going to try and hang it around the outside. And he backs out of in the second part of the corner. Could cost him ground. Inskip Clarkson gets a good run, but Milcharski is able to hold on to second place. And even though they're battling, they're still just pulling away slightly from Keelan Keith in fourth. Neil Luiso's just gotten around us pole for fifth on that previous lap. They may well have changed places yet again, such is the ferocity of their battle. They're changing places as much as the leaders are. 3 minutes to go. Once again, Malik protects the inside. Milcharski once again will try and hold the outside, and once again he cannot do so. This is where Carter Inskip Clarkson is strong. He's not able to get alongside Milcharski as they go into the valley. Malik pulls out a little bit of gap now as they come past the paddock. Side by side, 176, 130 as they come past us. That's Senkovic and Mano. That's the battle for 8th place. Once again, Milcharski will look to the outside, or will he just stay tucked in? He does make the move, but he makes it later. I don't think he really has any intention of trying to make that move there, but we're heading in towards 2 minutes to go. We need to make the move at some point. They're going to catch a slower car in the worst possible place. Going through the valley there, that's the last place you want to catch a lap marker. Now Mallet will get the chance to make the move. It's staying out of the way there. Well, not out of the way of Inskip Clarkson, but certainly out of the way of the first two. But Inskip Clarkson losing ground as a result of that, as that was Charlie Simmons that they were trying to get around. It's Malek and Milcharski now seemingly in a battle of their own. How much time did that cost Carter and Skip Clarkson, you wonder? It's at least a second. At least. 1.4 seconds officially as they go over the timing beam once again. Malek with a good run into the valley. Past us they come once again. Looks like Inskip Clarkson may have gained a little bit of that lost ground. Milcharski pulls right up on Malek as we have now just under a minute to go. Going to be very close as to whether this will be 2 or 3 laps left. Milcharski makes a move earlier this time. Does he have the overlap to get into turn 1? Going to try and stay side by side, but Malek on the inside just about gets back ahead. That defensive line for Malek is working. And maybe, just maybe, Milcharski does not have the answer to it. Inskip Clarkson is not out of it yet. He was 4 tenths almost. 3.5 tenths he was faster on the last lap. Malek rides the curb going into Luna. Milcharski in a good position to get a big toe here. Here he goes to the outside. I just don't think he's close enough. 2 laps to go. Milcharski needs to get inventive here. Not sure that going along the Conrad Straight is going to be the place to make the pass. Malek seems to have everything covered on the inside line. 173 leads 172 in the battle for 4th. Loizzo leads Keelan Keith, Oscar Cole and Lewis Molliday as they continue to fight. They're 8 seconds ahead of the group behind them. Here we go up to the Conrad Straight for the final time. Malek and Milcharski. Milcharski might have the run earlier on here. I don't think Malek is going to be able to do anything about this. They're going to go side by side. No, Malek is still able to hold the line on the inside and keep in the lead. And there's no other real passing spot here now. And Malek is pulling away. You'd imagine it's a 0.3 of a second gap from there. I guess the question might be is whether we get a photo finish. Around Luna they come for the last time. Malek keeps a good line. Who's going to win? Milcharski will look to make the move to the outside. It's going to be very close. It looks like Malek just got it. 3/100th of a second was the gap. Malek was even comfortable enough to take his hands off the wheel as they went across the line. Brilliant racing there. Brilliant defensive drive from Dorian Malek. As there's a driver off at the end there. That's Senkovic. That's a shame. Senkovic was fighting for 8th place. And Eskild Hewitt actually pulled right up on that battle with Senkovic, 80 Mano, and Eskild Hewitt. Hewitt in the end finishing 9th behind Mano. And Senkovic unable to get around at the end of that last lap. But the end result, the winner. And we finally did get to see that battle that we were looking forward to all day between Dorian Malek and Jakub Milcharski. And the winner of it by 3/100ths of a second was Dorian Malek. The provisional results going through the remainder of the top 10. Carter and Skip Clarkson in 3rd. Neo Luizzo 4th. Keith in 5th. Oscar Cole 6th. Lewis Holiday 7th. Eddie Mano 8th. Eskild Hewitt in 9th. And Marco Dakin in 10th.
out.